All right, Blessed.
Yes, and I think that will be the last one. We get the reaction of the political party so we can do social protection. Yes.
The regional secretary of the Ghana Private Schools Association.
Let's hear you, sir.
All right.
Your name again, sir?
I am Nicholas Bamboni. The role of private schools in the country cannot be underrated, ranging from preschool to the tertiary level. In fact, taxes on us is too much. NASIA on us, NTC on us. It's everywhere. But when it comes to policies, we are not included. When it comes to policies like maybe like the one, what do you call it? One student, one tablet, they say we are not included. Everything, books from whatever, private schools in Ghana, we are not included.
So how do you feel the political parties can address that?
No, they have to include us. Okay. They have to include us, include in their manifestos that private school free SHS will also enjoy it. Otherwise, our children are leaving. You go to the secondary school right now, know that you can't 1, 2, 3, and they are all gone to the government schools. Okay. So it's making our work difficult. So now that they are here, we are praying that they should include the private schools.
And they are here, so we'll put that to them. Nana Yaujima, you have the final person we'll be speaking to on education.
Yeah, so I have one gentleman from the Ashanti region, and he has promised to be very brief.
Brief about the point. Yes, sir.
All right,
go ahead.
Thank
Your
you.
name?
Akepa Michael Adumbla. Yes, we are talking about exam or practice, and we are not seriously tackling it. The thing is, the teacher is now powerless as far as the classroom is concerned. And if you're a teacher who wants to, or an invigilator who wants to be straight in the exams hall, then you will not get to the house. There are even teachers that would have to vacate the school with their families before examination even take off, because there are those who are said to be very disciplined. And candidates will not take lightly when they are in the school at the time exams are going to be taken. So it's something that we have to look at. But what is causing this? We promote wholesale. No student is withdrawn for not performing. As soon as a child is admitted in the first year, the third year, the child will appear, and then the ministry says that you must register that child and let that child write the exams. I mean, the child has been in the house for all that long. So what will the child write? So definitely something will happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What I want us to do is to just merge the issues before we come to the political parties. Kofi, you have any comments on education? Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to sum what they said. Putting it together, it reflects the position that has emerged across the regions about the growing or the widening gap between the state of basic education in urban areas and in rural areas. And the fact that education, instead of being an instrument for reducing inequality, is, if we don't take time, is becoming an instrument for widening inequality, because we have a system where the state of infrastructure, the state of teaching and learning resources, including teachers, in the deprived district is the opposite of what we find in endowed municipalities.
Yes.
So I think that our political parties must take a second look at how they deploy resources, including infrastructure, financing resources, teaching and learning resources, and teachers. And then have a strategy
briefly.
to bridge
the private schools, they are here. Let's see if that's feasible.
The private school issue is a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky in the sense that there are some interventions that government is even unable to provide for public schools. As I speak to you, government provided 9.5 million textbooks for primary schools. We've done 4 years of a new curriculum and 3 years of the junior high school curriculum for junior high schools, but we don't have textbooks. Okay, the first batch of junior high school students who use the new curriculum are writing BECE in a couple of weeks. We don't have textbooks. Right. So it will be a bit out of context for you to expect government to provide textbooks for private schools when public schools do not have the full.
Perhaps a new policy.
That's the reality on the ground.
One of the policies.
But there are some policies that discriminate against private schools. that I was expecting them to rather amplify. But they have amplified it earlier in the day. Right. One of which is the placement into public senior high schools. That the computerized school placement disadvantages or discriminate against students who attend private junior high schools.
Right.
And it is not their fault that they attend private junior high schools. They are Ghanaians. I think that is discriminatory, but not in terms of government providing textbooks. It is unable to provide for all public schools.
But it's doable, is it?
Pardon?
It can be done by any of the political parties that commit to.
Oh, yeah, well, the NDC has promised to expand the free senior high school to cover private senior high schools.
So let's see how that will go.